Sir, let me cite some examples. The problems they suffer from lack of education. Sir, National Commission for Protection of Child Rights, NCPCR, says 40% do not attend schools. 40% out of the schools. Dropout school amongst the dropout students in the world. Amongst the dropout is the 10th largest. India is the 10th largest country in the world. Unfortunately, we are having a do not call Beti Bachao Beti Padhao out of this, but unfortunately, 75% amongst the dropout students in the world is spent for advertising purposes. India is the 10th largest country in the world. Unfortunately, we are having a do not call Beti Bachao Beti Padhao out of this, but unfortunately, 75% amongst the dropout students in the world is spent for advertising purposes. India is the 10th largest country in the world. Unfortunately, we are having a do not call Beti Bachao Beti Padhao. Unfortunately, 75% of the dropout students in the world are spent for India is the 10th largest country in the world. Unfortunately, we are having a do not call Beti Unfortunately, 75% of the dropout students in the world are spent for India is the 10th largest country in the world. Unfortunately, we are having a do not call Beti Bachao Beti Padhao. Unfortunately, 75% of the dropout students in the world are spent for India is the 10th largest country in the world. Unfortunately, we are having a do not call for the country. Come to our Bengal. We run Karnasi project to promote education up to the postdoctorate level. To the school by Sobut Shah. We provide Shiksha education to the ST and ST population by Shikhasi project, and we provide Rupasri project to prevent early marriage. So my humble submission before my government, please take up this issue very seriously because it is a very burning issue and it will help our nation in the future. Thank you very much.
श्री विजय पाल सिंह तोमर। श्री विजय पाल।
धन्यवाद माननीय सभापति महोदय। मैं किसानों के जो फसलें हैं उन पर लगने वाली बीमारियां, कीट पतंगों के इन सब के नियंत्रण के लिए जो प्रभावित कीटनाशक दवाएं थीं, 2 वर्ष पूर्व करीब 37 दवाओं को प्रतिबंधित कर दिया गया, जिस कारण और ये बहुत लंबे समय तक कई दशकों से प्रचलित दवाई थी, किसानों को कोई आपत्ति भी नहीं थी, लेकिन इनके बंद होने से और विकल्प के रूप में कोई दवा उपलब्ध न होने से बीमारियों से बड़ी नुकसान हो रहा है। इस साल भी दक्षिण भारत के कई राज्यों में मिर्ची पे बीमारी कई हजार करोड़ का नुकसान उसमें हुआ है। मानवर इससे जो बाहर से आयात की जा रही है वो दवा ना तो कारगर है और कई गुना ज्यादा कीमत की किसानों को देनी पड़ती है, और इससे जो आयात है जो 19-20 में करीब 9,000 करोड़ रुपए का था वो बढ़कर 12,400 करोड़ का हो गया है। मानवर इसके पीछे कारण है कि जो भारतीय उत्पाद हैं इसके कीटनाशक दवाओं के वो सस्ते भी हैं, प्रभावी भी हैं, उनकी गुणवत्ता अच्छी होने के कारण विकसित देशों में भारी मात्रा में उनकी मांग बढ़ रही है, और यही कारण है कि 19-20 में जो आयात 23,700 करोड़ का था वो 20-21 में 26,500 करोड़ का हो गया। इससे भारतीय कंपनी, अंतर्राष्ट्रीय बाजार की ताकतें भारतीय कंपनियों के कृषि रसायनों की विश्व बाजार में बढ़ती हिस्सेदारी से दुखी हैं और पिछले वर्षों से तरह तरह के हथकंडे अपना रही हैं। यहाँ तक कि कुछ एनजीओज को विदेशों से फंडिंग करके वो हमारे जो जेनिक मॉलिक्यूल्स हैं, भारत के जो जेनेरिक मॉलिक्यूल्स हैं, उनको बदनाम करने की कोशिश की जा रही है। मैं आपके माध्यम से ये आग्रह करना चाहूँगा कि जो प्रतिबंधित हैं, यदि विकल्प मौजूद नहीं है तो उनको प्रतिबंध से हटाया जाए ताकि किसान उसका उपयोग कर सकें, तो किसानों को भारी कीमत चुकानी पड़ रही है और बहुराष्ट्रीय कंपनियां लूट मचाएं। धन्यवाद।
थैंक यू विजयपाल जी। श्री नीरज ढंगी।
Thank you so much, Honorable Chairman, sir. Sir, in our country, sir, all the upcoming and newly entered sports person of shooting sports are unable to import the air weapons of .177 inch or 4.5 mm caliber bore, those who are willing to play at the district and the national levels because of the SAT norms as given by the Ministry of Commerce and Industries and the DGFT, the Director General of the Foreign Trade. As on today, the law says the air weapons which are allowed to be imported duty-free or GST-free, those are allowed only by the renowned shooters who qualify a certain score at the national level only. And that is defined under the 17.6, which is decided by the National Rifle Shooting Association of India's handbook, as it is allowed by the Ministry of Commerce and the DGFT notifications in Chapter 93 of the ITCHS. The import of the air weapons which do not require to be registered for the arms license should be allowed for all the citizens who are seriously adopting this sports, shooting sports as sports persons. Through you, sir, I request the Honorable Minister of Commerce and Industries and DGFT to amend in these rules so that it should be benefited to every citizen of India, so that these air rifles or air weapons can be imported by them for the sports purposes only. As without their own personal air rifles and air weapons, these shooters cannot give good performance, and as well as they have to borrow these weapons from international and national level shooters. And because of that, their performance is they are not giving good performance, these new entrants. And also the existing national shooters and international shooters, they are also not performing well at the national level. Sir, I also request through you, sir, that please exempt the spare parts also of these said air weapons from duty as well as from GST, who need to repair their weapons and need to replace the damaged parts. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Good. Associate Slips and Sri Prasanna Acharya.
Thank you, sir. Sir, my point is about some web channels who are showing very obscene scenes and language, using very objectionable languages, which has very detrimental effect on the society at large, sir. Sir, as you know, the entertainment industry was hit hard during the Corona time, and many theatres were shut down and film shoots came to almost a standstill position. And with no alternative source of entertainment, the over-the-top, what we call the OTT platforms, clocked in an unprecedented viewership. The viewership of the web channels went off like anything because other sources of entertainment were restricted during the COVID situation, sir. Sir, and taking advantage of that, what some of the web channels are doing, they are showing very obscene pictures in the web channels, sir, and sometimes using very, very objectionable languages, and that is having a very, very bad impact, particularly on the younger generation, sir. And not only that, sometimes they are showing such pictures which is hampering upon the communal harmony in the society, and that is creating hatred among different sections of the society. Sir, as you know, India is a multi-language and multi-religious society. And we need all the time harmony between different languages, different communities, and different religions, sir. But such type of show in the web channels, that is very seriously affecting, sir. And, sir, had there been any censorship provision on these web channels, this could not have been happened. There is a film censor board, and any objectionable things that is seen in the pictures, that is being censored. And so that is working, sir. But for these web channels, there is no such provision, sir. And, sir, therefore, most of the kids, the younger generation, they are now have access to cell phones and are exposed to such ugly scenes. So, therefore, sir, in the name of freedom of creativity and in the name of expression of views, we cannot encourage debauchery and exploitation of women and disrespecting religious sentiments, sir. Sir, another thing I would like to show, sir, just last Monday, the Honorable High Court of Delhi has passed serious stricture on this Twitter, sir. The micro-blogging giant, the Twitter, they sometimes allow objectionable comments against religious communities, thereby creating atmosphere of religious intolerance. And, sir, as I said, the Honorable High Court of Delhi has taken a serious objection to this and passed stricture, sir, on the Twitter, sir. Therefore, sir, my submission is law should be made to impose censorship on web channels who are taking undue advantage of not being censored and spreading hatred amongst religion and community.
Okay. Thank you. Time over. Thank you, Prasannaji. Sri Ayodhya Ramireddy.
Namaskar, sir. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to raise a very important point, that is the strengthening of our security systems and platforms. Sir, India is a great country with more than 130 crore population. We are moving slowly into a digital world. Post-COVID, it is more imperative. We have accelerated our movement into the digital world. But the current situation around Russia-Ukraine conflict has exposed us to the vulnerabilities of human lives, along with other aspects relating to the national security, infrastructure, communication linkages, and displacement of a large number of populations to neighboring countries. Sir, at the time of conflict situations, countries are also faced with economic and communication blockades, affecting transfer of vital information and data, which are a part of any modern nation's lifeline, including banking operations, payment systems, and many other technological interfaces that people are used to on their daily livings. A blockade in internet or platforms which operate on the basis of internet connectivity will also be affected, and the entire country can be in a crisis situation within no time. In this respect, we as a nation should be well prepared to deal with such a scenario without affecting our country's security, not only in terms of defense, but in terms of economic and communication related security, including financial transactions and banking security. Sir, it is important that we should have a proper strategy and planning to meet such challenges based on happenings in such an eventuality. We should strengthen our own systems and protocols and also do everything possible for us to be ready with our own systems and to reduce dependence on others so that we are insulated a maximum from external intervention and manipulation by other countries in times of crisis. Such preparedness will help us to develop our own systems and procedures, will help the nation in long run. Instead of we depending on others, a situation will arise. Others may be wanting to use our technology and infrastructure. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Sri M. Shanmugam.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. Regarding the Indian Labour Conference, the Indian Labour Conference is the mini parliament of the labour. It was the first Indian Labour Conference was convened in 1940, chaired by the A. Ramsay Mollier, the eminent economist. Subsequently, Baba Sahib Ambedkar has also headed. Within the 1940 and 48, there are 6 or 7 conferences have been held. All the labour laws are consolidated and bring in a central law for the labours, and it has been still it is prevailing for the helpful of the labours. But once in a year, this labour conference has to conduct. Sometimes twice in a year it may be. But in 2015, the 45th Labour Conference was convened by this government. The Honourable Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also joined with that and has given the lecture. The Labour Conference is the best tripartite mechanism. Employer and employee and the government all participated and discussed about all the labour matters. After 2015, this Labour Conference suspended. So far, no conference has been held. So, all the 12 trade unions, recognized trade unions, we join together. We are asking them to convene the ILC, Indian Labour Conference, to discuss about all the labour matters. Yesterday, day before yesterday, 2 days, more than 30 crores of workmen has joined to the strike, and you know very well about it also. So our demand is it has to be discussed for controls the price rise, everything for the common people.
Right.
So I urge the government to convene the Indian Labour Conference as early as possible and discuss all those the labour matters. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Associate. Send slips. Dr. Narendra Jadhav.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. Sir, as per the guidelines of Department of Personnel and Training, DOPT, meritorious sport persons, including Olympians, are eligible for appointment under sports quota with a provision up to 5% reservation in Group C and Group D post in central government departments. Regrettably, however, sir, many instances have come to light wherein these global champions who brought laurels to India, they have been compelled to become roadside vendors or pick up menial jobs due to dire economic situation. Sir, time and again, it has been seen that many of these sports persons, after having brought laurels to our country and making India proud in the international level, fade into oblivion. Sir, one such example is Khashaba Dadasaheb Jadhav. His only namesake, not my relative. I must clarify that. He was the first athlete to win an individual medal in the Olympics. Sir, it was only in 2011 that he was awarded posthumously the Arjuna Award, and even 70 years after Jadhav's feat, the work of wrestling stadium, which was supposed to be constructed in his honor, that is still remain incomplete. It is most disheartening, sir, to see that India's first individual medal winner in Olympic faces such an apathy even after his death. Sir, as the people of India are celebrating Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav, I urge the government through you, sir, to kindly conduct a survey as to how many Indian sports persons who once brought glory to India by representing India in various national and international events are now living in penury, and extend to them recognition as well as benefit of social and employment security wherever possible. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Narendra Jadhav. Sri G.K. Vasan, Tamil.
மரியாதைக்குரிய அவைத் தலைவர் அவர்களே, தமிழகத்தில் கும்பகோணம், திருபுவனம், தஞ்சை, அரியலூர், காஞ்சிபுரம், ஆரணி, கோவை, சேவல்பட்டுப்பாளையம் போன்ற பல மாவட்டங்களில் பட்டு சேலைகள் மற்றும் வேஷ்டி சட்டை உற்பத்தி செய்யப்படுகிறது. இந்தியாவில் பல மாநிலங்களில் கைத்தறி நெசவின் மூலம் பட்டு தொழில் நடைபெற்று கொண்டிருக்கிறது. தமிழகத்தை பொறுத்தவரையிலே பட்டு தொழில் சுமார் 2 லட்சம் நெசவு விற்பனை என நெசவாளர்கள் 10 லட்சத்திற்கு மேற்பட்டோர் இருக்கின்றனர். தமிழகத்தில் பட்டு தொழிலுக்கு தேவையான கோரப்பட்டு தமிழகத்தில் உற்பத்தி செய்யப்படுவதில் கர்நாடகா 50%, மேற்கு வங்கம் மற்றும் வெளிநாட்டிலிருந்து இறக்குமதி செய்யப்படுகிறது. கடந்த 6 மாதங்களுக்கு முன்பு 1 கிலோ பட்டு ரூபாய் 3500க்கு விற்பனையானது. தற்சமயம் 1 கிலோ பட்டு ரூபாய் 7500லிருந்து ரூபாய் 8000க்கு விற்கப்படுகிறது. கிட்டத்தட்ட 100% மேல் விலை உயர்ந்திருக்கிறது. இதனால் சேலை உற்பத்தியாளர்களுக்கு உரிய விலை கிடைக்கவில்லை. உற்பத்தியாளர்கள், தயாரிப்பாளர்கள் உற்பத்தியை நிறுத்தி வைக்கக்கூடிய சூழல், நெசவாளர்களுக்கு வேலை கிடைக்கவில்லை. எனவே மத்திய மாநில அரசுகள் பட்டு கைத்தறி தொழிலுக்கு தேவையான பட்டினை உடனடியாக விலை குறைப்பதற்கு நடவடிக்கை எடுக்க வேண்டும் என்று கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறேன். மேலும் வெளிநாட்டிலிருந்து இறக்குமதி தட்டுப்பாடின்றி கிடைக்கச் செய்து விலை குறைப்பு செய்திட கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறேன். நன்றி.
Nandri. Thank you. He wanted the government to help the weavers, and also highlighted that the raw silk cost has gone up considerably, and it's finding difficult for these weavers. I understand it because I am a neighbor. Say, D.K. Vasan. Many of the lady members could not understand it. Otherwise, all of them would have associated, because silk sarees, pattu saree. Sri Sanjay Singh. Right.
धन्यवाद सर, आपने इस महत्वपूर्ण विषय पे मुझे अपनी बात रखने का मौका दिया। मान्यवर, पंजाब, शहीद आजम भगत सिंह का पंजाब, जलियांवाला बाग कांड में अपनी प्राणों की आहुति देने वालों का पंजाब, लाला लाजपत राय जी का पंजाब, और दुर्भाग्य देखिए मान्यवर कि उस पंजाब की अपनी आज एक राजधानी नहीं है इतने वर्षों के बाद। 1966 में मान्यवर पुनर्गठन एक्ट के तहत चंडीगढ़ में यह नियम बनाया गया मान्यवर कि 60% पंजाब के कर्मचारी होंगे, 40% हरियाणा के कर्मचारी होंगे, और जो 60% पंजाब के कर्मचारी होंगे मान्यवर, उसमें पंजाब के सर्विस के नियम उनके ऊपर लागू होंगे। अभी केंद्र सरकार ने एक फैसला लिया मान्यवर, जिसमें यह कह